Story time. So today I almost got scammed for thousands of dollars, but my work as a cuddle therapist and the training I have around consent saved me a lot of money and a lot of heartache. So basically, those of you who know me know I'm a small business owner. I'm a full-time cuddle therapist, and I need more clients. Business has been sluggish for me. And, I get tons of ads for services that cater to small businesses. And, I've poured my money into a lot of different services and things, advertising, that did not pay off, unfortunately, or at least not to the level that I needed. And when I saw that it was a money back guarantee on this ad, I'm like, okay, maybe this is something. And so I went back and forth with this person for a while. We finally did a consultation call today. They said a lot of really helpful, informative stuff. And I was like almost ready to go at the end. I was like, well, how do we move forward? What's the next step? And that's where things got a little shady. So like and follow for part 2 if you want to learn more. Part 2 of how I almost got scammed for thousands of dollars. So, as I said in the previous video, I had this consultation call with this business coach. I was very intrigued by everything he had to say. I was interested in moving forward. He did mention in the call that it was going to be $5,000, which, I didn't really have a number in my head going in. There was nothing on there. They never tell you how much it's going to cost, of course, but, $5,000 is quite a lot. And he was very confident about it. Again, he had this kind of guarantee of like ROI. But then when it came time to pay, he wanted me to pay over the phone. He wanted me to pay with a credit card and give him my credit card number over the phone. And then he was gonna send me the client agreement, which I thought was very strange because in the past when I've done business, you sign the paperwork first and then you exchange money. And I wanted, to know that I was being protected as a buyer, but the way he kind of framed it is almost like an advertising trope, this money back guarantee, and that it's all about believing in yourself and doing the work yourself. And I was becoming less and less convinced that this guy was gonna really help turn my business around, let alone make me enough extra money to pay him back or to pay off my credit cards after I paid him. So at this point, I'm getting pretty nervous, and this is where things start to get nasty. So like and follow for part 3 to hear about that. Part 3 of how I almost got scammed for thousands of dollars. So at this point, the conversation was getting more tense. Especially on the business coach's end. I was not comfortable just paying over the phone and not getting to read the contract. I'm someone that likes to have some paperwork and feel like things are official. And, it was a lot of money to just decide to spend right on the spot. Now, I have a background in sales. I used to do door-to-door sales, selling solar, and they teach you to always try to close the deal before you leave, because a lot of times if the client, wants to think about it, they're not fully sold. And so I could see his frustration as I said, I need to read this over, like I need to think about it. And so he started kind of insulting my character or my work ethic and said that, I'm not an action taker. In his bio on Instagram, he's like, I work with action takers. I'm afraid of success. I have a failure mindset, which in hindsight made no sense because the reason I was there is because I'd been trying all these different things, spending money on different services and ads and not getting anywhere. I have no problem taking action, taking risks. I'm not afraid of success. I just haven't found it yet. But he was trying to use my struggles against me to make me feel bad about myself, so I would spend that money right then and there. And the way he treated me and was making me feel like I wasn't worthy, like if I didn't make that decision right on the spot, I wasn't worthy of working with him. I would never treat a client that way. And I knew right then and there that was not a good fit for me. And thankfully, due to my training, with Cuddlist and other cuddle organizations, I know that I cannot give a coerced yes, that I have to give a full-hearted yes. And if I'm a maybe or I'm unsure, I'm nervous, I just have to say no because I'm not ready to say yes. And that's what I said. I can't give you a full-hearted yes right now. Which he said that was normal. It's part of the process, blah, blah, blah. But I just didn't understand why he couldn't just send me the paperwork first and send me an invoice. That's the way most people do business. There's a decent chance I might have signed up with him if he had done it that way, but I really question if he is a legitimate business coach because it seems unreasonable to expect me to pay over the phone and not send me the agreement first. So that's why I said I almost got scammed today, but thankfully I had the confidence to say no, and I hope hearing this story gives you the confidence to say no and not let others bully you into saying yes.